defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now make that a second sack here on first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Foot. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I think when they look at their weapons, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Running left, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Foot. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So this... the takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Foot. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foot. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Foot into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Foot. He's got a man. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Foot.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott. He'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a give here to Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Foot. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foot, throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Pollard again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Now Pollard.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Foot. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Run for Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Pollard. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't?
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
They'll run with Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Foot.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys,
poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it, what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6.